In the art layers tutorial, I briefly explored the create color art from line art button. This video will take a deeper dive into what setting does what. Subscribe, this channel does the technical side of media and animation production, including Toon Boom Harmony tutorials. Okay, so this video is kind of an addendum to the art layers tutorial, so it's worth watching and understanding art layers before watching this video. The create color art from line art button does exactly what it says. It's a button that allows you to select some line art and create color art on a separate art layer, by default creating color art onto the color art sublayer. All fairly basic stuff to start with. This button is found either within the tool properties window of the select tool, this one. Alternatively, it's found within the drawing view or camera view toolbars. So camera view right there, drawing view right there. As mentioned in the previous art layers video, if you shift click on this button, you'll get a dialog box that gives you more options. Let's start with the easier options and work our way up to the ones with more detail. To start, let's just make a random change to the UI and click OK. You'll see after clicking OK, it hasn't actually done anything. It hasn't created any of the color art from the line art. What's the deal with that? Well, any changes you make within the window will affect both instances of the create color art from line art button in the Toon Boom Harmony UI. Clicking the button in the UI will now apply these new settings that I've just changed. If you want to make changes in the UI and then have it apply when you click the OK button, that's what the Perform Line Art to Color Art Operation Immediately button does. If I click OK now, it will apply that action. Note though that it still saves the settings you configure, so if I go back into it, you'll see the one setting I changed has stayed the same, so any future clicks of this button will also use the new setting that I've configured. So let's just reset it back to default. Next up, source and destination. Right in the middle here, we have the source layer and our destination layer. Source is what Harmony is looking at to find the line art from. Destination is where the color art strokes will be put. If you don't have overlay and underlay like I do here, you didn't watch the art layers video that I said to watch at the start, so tut tut. But if you would like them, then you go Harmony, Preferences, Advanced, Support Overlay and Underlay Arts. That will give you the overlay and underlay art layers. Let's go back into it. The clear destination art layer first option does as it sounds. It clears whatever art layer is the destination layer. It deletes everything on it and then creates the color art strokes. In this window, there's also the fitting error for rendered Bezier option. This sounds like it relates to the ones above because it has the word rendered in it, but it does not. This applies no matter what. So the fitting error for rendered Bezier's option, the best way to describe it is how smooth the final color art stroke is. The higher the number, the less points the color art stroke is made out of, and so the smoother the stroke. So let's show this. You'll see this is by default. This is number 1. If I set it to 100, you see it's even more smoother and uses less Bezier points. So the higher that number is, the smoother the color art stroke ends up being. So let's put it back to 1. Finally, the settings within this window that get the least love. All of these settings at the top are not described in detail within the documentation, so the following is my findings of the best way to use these. By default, it will look at whatever the contours are to generate the color art. It doesn't care whether the opacity is really low or whether the texture has gaps between parts of it. It only looks at the contours. So this is where the use rendered version of the drawing option comes in. This tick box instead makes Harmony render the image as a bitmap, then vectorizes it again, and then performs the color art function. As a feature, it doesn't sound like it makes much sense until I show you some examples. So let's get into that. As an example, what if you use the striped ribbon brush? You'll see the vector lines go around the object, but there's quite obviously holes in between the middle. If I also, whilst I'm at it, just close off the ends, you'll see the contours, they only go around the edges of this, but there's quite clearly holes in the middle of it. If I use our Create Color Art from Line Art button and just create it by default, you see it's treated that textured line as just a solid fill. So those gaps in between have just been ignored because Harmony just sees the outline and thinks that's a solid line. If we go back and turn on our use rendered version of the drawing button, and then we click the button again, you see, voila, it's rendered the image, understood that the texture is supposed to have these gaps in between, and it's properly done it. So that's one of the benefits of having the use rendered version of the drawing tick box. If we go back, and there's 2 other options. We have the maximum resolution for rendered image option. It does as it sounds, it tells Harmony what resolution it should render it at. By default it's 2500. Unfortunately, we don't know what this number actually refers to. I can't see much reason to change this, so I would just leave it at default. Your final option is the threshold for rendered image option. If I grab a textured brush, if I just draw some lines with decreasing transparency, if you're using a textured brush as kind of a sketchy line art and some lines are extremely faint, then this is a simplified example of what would be going on. So the threshold for rendered image option, this option tells Harmony what opacity a line has to be to count as line art. So the higher the number, the stronger the line has to be. If it's set really high, like 0.9, then it will only consider the strongest opacity lines. Anything semi-transparent will not be counted as line art. The lower the number, so let's go 0.1, almost anything that has opacity can be counted as line art. This threshold for rendered image option tells Harmony what opacity a line has to be counted as line art. So, brief overview, just to recap, source layer and destination layer tells Harmony where to look and where to create the color art. Clear destination art layer first clears the destination art layer that it's going to be put on before it applies the line art. Perform line art to color art operation immediately means that as soon as you click OK, it will apply the action. Fitting error for rendered Bezier tells Harmony how smooth the color art is going to be, and these three options at the top refer to Harmony rendering the image as a bitmap and then vectorizing it again for things like textured brushes and such. And that is the Create Color Art from Line Art window. It has a bunch of settings that are helpful for utilizing art layers to their fullest potential. Like, comment, share and subscribe. We do tutorials on this channel. I'll see you in the next one.